In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an infinite loop. Please follow my steps very closely and do exactly as I do. Before I demonstrate how to construct this, I just want to let you know that once this loop is activated, it can't be deactivated until you reload or unwire everything in your plot. Once again, this loop will continue to operate until you reload or unwire everything in your plot. The loop I'll be constructing will look like this. When this part is interacted with, the loop will begin and start moving this part. As you can see, it will just keep moving back and forward. However, once the loop starts, it won't be able to be stopped. As you can see, if I try interacting with this part again to stop the loop will not stop moving. In fact, it just might start to break, but nope, just keeps going. And yeah, the part will just continue to move until I unwire everything like this. So yeah, once again, this is an infinite loop. Once you start the loop, it won't end until you unwire your plot. The first step in making this loop is by wiring an interactable part to start the loop, such as a lever or a button. So right here is going to be my interactable part. So when this part is interacted with, it will start the loop, and yeah, it'll basically just start the loop. So this part will be receiver 1, this part will be receiver 2. Now we're gonna have a third receiver 2 since we're the fourth receiver. This is receiver 3. Receiver 4 will be attached to the final loop. So right here will be receiver 3. Also make sure that receiver 3 and receiver 4 are the same color, or else they won't interact with each other. We're gonna wire. So now we have our interactable part, but now the next part is making the actual loop itself. So let's say you have a part that you want to keep moving left and right. So this part we'll make this part keep moving left and right. So what we're gonna do is here's our part. I'm gonna copy here, and then this part right here will be receiver 1. We're gonna add texture, -500 transparency. We're gonna copy, move to the right to receiver 2, and then this interactable part, this group right here is gonna have 4 receivers in all. There's gonna be a receiver 3, and then there's also gonna be a receiver 4. The reason for this is that once this is interacted with, it will start triggering this, and then the loop will start interacting with itself at an infinite rate. So like once it starts moving, receiver 3 will interact with receiver 4 within the wire, and then they'll just keep interacting with each other back and forth at an infinite rate. So now that we have our receivers, we're gonna group it up. Wire, and then just like that, oh, by the way, make sure your receiver 3 and receiver 4 are the same color, or else they won't link to each other. So yeah, once we pull this, and right now, right there, yep, you should have an infinite loop right here. Once again, I gotta tell you, this loop cannot be deactivated until you unwire your plot. So yeah, use this at your own risk.